Yes, guys, welcome back to the Kop TV. I am here with your instant reaction to our Champions League phase opponents, right? Smash that like button, get your comments in. Obviously, the big headline around this is that Trent Alexander-Arnold is coming back to Anfield in the first game of the group phase. Guys, we play Real Madrid at home. We go to Inter Milan away. We have Atletico Madrid at home. Still revenge to dish out on them after what happened in 2020. Frankfurt away. Ekitike goes back to Frankfurt. PSV at home. Nice fixture. Marseille away. Got Aubameyang, De Zerbi. Oh my God, it will be the Mario and De Zerbi derby. They're going to be in the same place at the same time. Wow. And then we play at home to Karabag. And then, guys, the last game of the group phase, where hopefully Liverpool are already through at this stage, is, of course, Galatasaray. How do you react to that in the chat? I mean, the instant headline, the instant reaction is, of course, that Real Madrid, of course they do, come to Anfield in that first game. At least it's at home. When Trent went to Real Madrid, I think a lot of people thought that this was inevitable. It seems scripted. It seems rigged. However you want to press that button, Kaka or Zlatan or whoever it was, you know, when they press that button, magically all the teams appear. So out of the pot one, we've got Real Madrid and Inter Milan. They're the pot one teams. Obviously, Inter Milan got to the final last year. Real Madrid 15-time winners. But we play two Madrid teams in the first three games, plus there's an away trip there to Inter Milan. I think this is a difficult draw for Liverpool. Obviously, Karabag at home, PSV at home, big, chances to win. You're expected to win them. But just standalone fixtures, Inter Milan, the San Siro, one of the toughest places to go in world football. Liverpool did go there last year and win convincingly, 3-1 after going 1-0 down after 4 minutes to Christian Pulisic. But one of the most notoriously difficult fixtures in Europe. Frankfurt away. Ask West Ham fans. Very, very hostile fan base. They love a little scrap as well. They make it raucous in there. So that's probably the toughest away game in Germany. Maybe apart from, Bayern and Borussia Dortmund. But in terms of atmosphere, fan base, hostility, then Frankfurt is right up there, isn't it? Marseille away. Again, probably the hardest place to go away in France apart from PSG. But again, it's the velodrome, it's the fans, it's the noise, the cauldron. And then Galatasaray, which is forget Turkey, it's one of the toughest places to go to, general. Oh my word. And it is their stadium that we did win this little beauty for the 5th time at the Ataturk. But if you're looking at it in isolation, the Real Madrid, Atletico, very, 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 very difficult home games. But PSV and Karabag, you go, okay, we've got away with it there. But those 4 away games, I'm saying that is the toughest group out of any English team. I'll say it. Toughest group out of any English team. That individually, those away days, once you break it down, are tough. I'm going to try and get to as many as I can, by the way, in this Champions League kind of group phase, the league phase, whatever you want to call it. Silly competition these days. But I'm going to try and get to Inter Milan. I'm going to try and get to Galatasaray. I really am, right? I'm going to use all my connections and networks because I've got experience. I still haven't experienced Milan away, but Galatasaray away, I've got to be at that. I've got to be at that. But like I said, hopefully at that stage, Liverpool already through. But let's touch on the main headline of this draw, which is, of course, Real Madrid coming back to Anfield, right? For the 7th time in 4 years, we play Real Madrid. Trent, this is the headline. This fixture, by the way, is allegedly September the 18th to the 20th. So this is only we're only 3 weeks away from this fixture, guys. 16th to 18th of September, that's when it'll be. We're only 2.5 weeks away from playing Trent as Liverpool against Real Madrid at Anfield. To be fair, getting that one out of the way early it'll give us a massive boost if you go and win that game in the first one. But I'll be honest, Trent is out of form. He's been dropped for Carvajal, who is obviously the most natural kind of defensive right back / mad experience / load of leadership there as well. So he's come back into the team at 34, 35, whatever it is. I do not expect Xabi Alonso to start or even play Trent in this game. I think the pressure and the noise around it will almost distract from the actual game itself. Is there going to be an injury that he'll face to maybe not even be in this squad to make it a bit more believable, to cover it up? But knowing Xabi Alonso and his management, like we do and we've seen over the last few years now, you know, he hates all the noise around the game. He just wants to play the game. And I don't think... I'd be very surprised if Trent plays a part in that game. I'd be very surprised. I mean, the noise is going to be absolutely ferocious at Anfield that night, like it is every time when Liverpool do play Real Madrid in any competition. But for me, Trent going back to Anfield, woohoo! I mean, he'll be on the bench, or he'll at least be, you know, in the kind of official Real Madrid team kind of area, won't he? So even if he plays or not, I still expect him to be there on the night. But for me, Trent going to Anfield is nuts. It's scripted. It was written. I knew it would happen. And it's just unbelievable. Also, Ekitike going back to Frankfurt so soon after leaving them. And also, big breaking news this. Newcastle have accepted... I'll start that again. Breaking news from Fabrizio Romano. Nick Waltermada to Newcastle. Here we go. Agreement in place after the official bid accepted. The fee is over 80 million euros plus add-ons, medical in England in the next 24 hours, of travel being arranged right now. I did see an alleged flight that he was supposed to be on, which gets him into Newcastle an hour in from now. Long-term a deal, agreed with Waltmarder, who says yes to Newcastle. This is his kind of celebration thing that he does. Never seen that before. Doesn't look like a footballer, if I'm honest. But yeah, he's going, which guess what? It's time for Alexander Isak to come to Liverpool. It's Friday tomorrow. Saturday the day after that, obviously. I'd like to get this wrapped up before the Arsenal game. What a boost that would give. And then obviously 7 o'clock this time pretty much in 3 days. The window is done. 4 days, it's done. So guys, an update for you just to round it off. In the Champions League, Liverpool play Real Madrid first, Inter Milan away, Atletico Madrid at home, Marseille away, tough game. PSV at home, manageable game. Obviously, you know, big rivals Varner Slot when he was at Feyenoord. Marseille away, the last time we played there, UEFA Cup 2004. Didier Drogba ruined us that night. And then we played Karabag at home and then Galatasaray away. So how many points do you need to win? There's 8 games there. You know, 18 points up for grabs. We've got 15 points last time. I'd love anywhere from, I don't know, let's go with 13 to 15 points. Not much space for error, but we've been to Inter away, we've won. We've played Madrid at home, we've won. The Atleti one will be a tough game because Simeone, even though we have beat them fairly recently, I think it was 21-22, still a tough team to play. But yeah, Frankfurt, Marseille, very, very difficult away game. So how do Liverpool get on in this group phase? Let me know in the chat. Also, of course, let us know, can Liverpool go and win the Champions League? Can they make it number 7 of this bad boy this season? Who knows? Let us know in the chat. But there is your official reaction there to the Champions League draw. Don't forget to go and watch the preview I did with Turkish just earlier on. You guys asked for him in the video last night in the comments. I delivered. Nice little preview with Turkish there. And then I'll be on with Cecil on Saturday. I'm going to do a video of him as well. And then the game on Sunday. And then the podcast on Monday. So it's a great time to subscribe to the Kop TV. Smash that like button. Get your thoughts in the comments. How do you think Liverpool have done there? I think that's the toughest group out of any English team. But no whinging, no moaning. We go and aim to win this competition. All right? See you soon.